Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Talk Virgin to Me. Oh my goodness, it has been forever since I have actually been able to do this because I have been on the most amazing cruise ever, and Kellers was with me, and we went from England to Iceland and Norway, and we're going to talk about it in just a second. And we are so excited to talk about our newest cruise our newest voyage that we just went on. Adventure, our newest fabulous adventure.
Yes.
Where did we go, Kellers?
We went all over.
All over.
We did.
We definitely went all over.
We did. We started in Portsmouth, Amsterdam, Norway, Scotland, and Iceland.
Yeah.
We were in Iceland for like almost a week. Really.
Yeah. It was forever. Well, let me start out by saying if you are new to this podcast, I am Samantha from Fabulous Adventures Travel Company, and this is
Kelly from Fabulous Adventures Travel.
And we usually do this every week, don't we?
We try.
Yeah. Kelly comes every now and then. She joins me, but I'm very excited to have her this week because we get to talk about this cruise that literally we have been preparing for a year and a half. Think about how long ago we booked that cruise.
Yeah. It was right after the first February San Juan sailing.
Was it?
Yeah, because that's how we got...
Okay, keep going. Sorry.
That's how we got Michael and Karen and Hildy and Rick.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, but here's what I was going to say. The reason why I thought it was earlier than that, do you remember when Anthony found out it was on the train and someone told him that he was going to Iceland? I thought that was soiree.
It was, but I think it was last year.
Oh, you think it was last year? No, it definitely wasn't last year. Anyway, either way,
well,
it's been a long time.
It's been a long time.
Clearly long enough that we don't remember. So, yeah, it's been super long that we've been preparing for this, which was really exciting. So Kelly actually left a few days before and went to London to hang out.
I did. I've never been to London before.
Yeah.
And we weren't going back to London because it was a one-way sailing. So my husband and I decided to spend a few days in London and check it out.
Yeah. And then I joined her right before. I actually flew in the day before we sailed. I highly suggest that. Don't fly in the day of. It's a lot of stress. I know people that did on the ship and they were very stressed. So try not to do that. You'd just be better off. So we came in the day before. We met them there and we hit the ground running and we did a bunch of stuff in London. We had a really nice dinner, all of us. And then the next day we went over to the port. So Portsmouth is actually what was like 2.5 hours from London. It took forever.
Yeah.
We actually rented like a big bus. So the bus came and picked up a bunch of us because we had a really big group on board. And so the bus came and picked up a bunch of us and then took us down to Portsmouth. But I swear it was like 2.5 hours.
Yeah, it was long.
So yeah, we took the bus down there. We got there. The port was actually really nice. It had a ferry. I think there was a ferry that went there. So it was a ferry port as well. But it was definitely different. They weren't really prepared for Virgin. I have to be honest. You had to sit in different spots. There was different, we were rock stars. We were VIP, I should say. We weren't actually rock stars. We had to sit in different spots to move, like we were herded to different spots to get on board. So probably if you'd gotten on board after the rock stars and the VIP, you probably experienced a little bit different than we did. But you did get herded onto a bus and then the buses took you over and then you walked up this massive ramp to deck 6.
It was a massive ramp. And my dad had a scooter.
Yeah.
And I still don't know how he got up. Somebody said someone pulled the scooter up and he had to walk.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, up the ramp. So it was quite steep.
Yeah, it was it was very steep. And there was a ton of us on there, so it was a little nerve-wracking. I don't like being a lot of people on one of those things. It really stresses me out. But anyways, we're here safe. We made it. We got on deck 6, which was really weird. That's always a very anticlimactic entry.
Yeah, and
it was a really anticlimactic entry, which is sad.
Yeah,
I don't even think I posted it.
Usually the happenings cast, well, they used to do more
to
welcome you on board than they do now, but
yeah.
There was nothing welcome you on. You bloop blooped is how she says.
Bloop bloop.
Onto the ship there, where normally it's out in the port.
Yeah,
or
that's true.
Between the terminal and the
ship.
ship.
That's very true.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, they put them on board, and so once you got on board, you had to bloop bloop first, and then it was like, here's the people, but there wasn't many people. I mean, listen, it was so lax that I could have been standing there waving. That's how much people would have been like, do you know what I mean? Like nobody would have cared if I was standing there. That's how how non-celebrational it was, I guess.
Yeah.
Celebratory, that's not even a word. So yeah, so then after we did that, I don't even know where we went after that. I don't even know. I don't know what we did. I think we fixed some dining or something like that. I honestly don't know. But needless to say, everyone got on board. It was awesome. We did fix a couple of things. I think we were all going back and forth trying to, because we had a bunch of people on board, so we were trying to fix a bunch of different things, and I think we were running around fixing all that stuff for our clients and stuff. And then we met not all of our clients, but we met a few of our clients, like we always do at the Loose Cannon. We have a little drink cocktail party there, and then we sailed away. And the sail away was, gosh, you guys, because it was how many days ago now? Like, it was 2 weeks ago. So now I'm like, oh my gosh, what was that sail away like? It was cold.
It was chilly.
And we were down though.
Yeah.
Oh, we went to Richard's Rooftop first.
Yes.
Right? So we went to Richard's Rooftop, got a drink, and then went down to sail away party. And then we actually stayed down on the bottom because it was so cold. Now, London's not like super cold, because a lot of you have asked me about packing. Packing was like the hardest thing.
It was so hard.
It was so hard. It's so funny though. Kelly was writing me. I'm the worst. So just so you know, I'm the worst at packing. Kelly writes because she was leaving earlier. So it was about 5 days before our actual trip. And so she's like, what are you packing? I go, packing? Who the heck's looked at that yet? And she's like, I'm leaving in like 2 days. What are you packing? And I was like, I have no idea. So I literally like left her for dead basically. And I was like, figure it out on your own. So she gets her stuff packed. Okay, here's the best part, because I know she's going to laugh even harder. When it comes time for me to pack, I'm like, oh my God, what are you packing? What did you pack? She probably was like, hey,
Yeah.
go swim up a creek. You didn't help me.
Yep, exactly. I called Jean Lash for reinforcements. I'm like, what are you packing? Because your daughter's no help to me.
I was like, I don't know. I'm nowhere near that right now. And then as soon as I had to pack, I was like, now I know what she was panicking about. So it's so funny. It was so true. Because we knew that London and Amsterdam were going to provide some summerish weather. And then we also knew that the rest of the time was probably not going to be summerish, but we weren't sure if it was jeans and t-shirt-ish. It was a hot mess in planning. And we still had to bring bathing suits because we did all the lagoons in Iceland. So there was, it was all the way from, waterproof pants to a bathing suit. So it was crazy. And we actually did this one excursion, the white water rafting, where literally Virgin told us that we needed to wear a bathing suit, but also layer. So they were actually right on that. But we were more than confused on this, because then it said, wear all your waterproof stuff, but bring your bathing suit, and we were like, what the heck? Who's going to wear a bathing suit? We were beyond confused. But now that we've done it, it makes sense. Now we know why they asked us to wear a bathing suit. So we'll get to it. But packing was horrific, because it was just this gamut of temperatures.
Yeah.
And we lucked out. But I will say, here's the things that you definitely want. If you are going on a cruise like this, you're going to want waterproof. Get the hiking boots. Don't skip on the hiking boots. The one time that I actually needed them, you'll hear the story in a minute, I'm sure. I did not wear them like a jackass. I was very angry. But get the hiking boots. Don't skimp on that. And then get the waterproof pants. Don't skimp on those. And don't skimp on the jacket as well. Get the waterproof jacket. Although it didn't rain on us, thankfully we had amazing weather.
We did. Excuse me. We lucked out big time with the weather.
Yeah.
Because, we've heard it rains like 360 days over there. And we didn't get any. So
yeah, we had just the tiniest bit, and at the right time.
Yep.
We had the tiniest bit at the right time, and you'll hear about that in a sec. But honestly, packing wise, waterproof, especially in the shoes. And then the pants were awesome. Like, I will say that my waterproof pants were a godsend, because not only were they waterproof, they were windproof, and they helped massively with that cold, because it was cold. We're from Florida. Well, we live in Florida now, and we don't do cold anymore.
Right.
That's terrible. I don't even like saying that, because it makes me sound bougie and sort of high maintenance, and I'm really none of those things. But, which, by the way, everyone's laughing at. But really, though, you do get acclimated to this weather. And when you go to cold, like, as soon as it turns 75, 70, you're kind of like, ooh, this is a little chilly. Like, you really just don't even realize that till you get there. So anyways, stick with those things. You'll be good. So anyways, sail away party. We did that. And then that night, I couldn't tell you where the heck we ate. I probably have pictures.
I couldn't tell you
goodness
either.
gracious. Where did we eat? We ate with everybody. So hold on. Let's go to the documentation. We ate at Extra Virgin. We ate at EV. And you guys, it was new. They had new stuff.
Yes, that's right.
So they had new dining, and we tried all the new dining. And it was phenomenal. So we tried somebody tried the panzanella. I think that was your hubby.
Sounds like it.
The burrata cheese was new. The seafood risotto, nobody tried. The cacio e pepe, we tried. The corn tortellini, get the corn. It was fantastic. The pan-roasted kabocha squash and the chicken cacciatore. We tried all of those things. So everything was great. I loved the new menu. I will say the corn tortellini was by far my favorite.
Yeah, it was good. I had that too.
But the cacio e pepe was also really good. On Valiant, they have the mushroom pasta, which is actually really good. So they don't have the cacio e pepe on Valiant. We were on Scarlet, and that one was also really good. So we ate at EV. You're going to laugh at what I tell you. I just saw a picture of. So you guys, I bought this hat. We'll put the picture up on the thing. I bought this sun hat. It's massive, okay? I was feeling no pain at this point. You know, the Italian stallion has gotten the best of me, and we walk into the shop. Do you remember?
Yes, I remember.
We walk into the shop, and it's BOGO. Do you remember it was BOGO?
Yeah, I know. I bought stuff.
All the BOGO. So it was buy one, get one half off. We walk into the shop, and we're now buying all the things. Well, there's this random hat that looks like my logo, right? It's massive. It's this massive beach hat that looks exactly like my logo, but it's got Virgin Voyages around the brim of it. Not brim, like a ribbon around the top of the hat, right? The little part right here. And so I was like, everyone's like, you have to have that. Well, okay. None of us are feeling any pain at this point. So the decision to buy a beach hat on a very, very cold, non-sunny cruise is like the best decision ever when you've had too many Italian stallions. It's literally the best decision ever. So here I go buying this hat because everyone has now told me that I need this hat. And I now have this, and I'm telling you, it's massive. It probably goes out.
I fit underneath
I was going to say 3 people fit underneath it. Me in the middle and 2 on the sides, okay? Maybe 2 more. What's that? 5. Maybe 5. We can have a circle around me and me in the middle, and we all fit under the hat. So anyways, we buy this stupid hat, which is actually darling, and we go to On the Rocks, and they had an amazing band there. And I was living my best life with my brand new sun hat that wasn't needed on this cruise, dancing like a jackass around with this hat on. Although it got me a lot of attention and everybody said they loved it. So I was very happy about my purchase at the moment. Fast forward to the hat later and I'll tell you how unhappy the hat made me. So I buy this hat, but we did BOGO. So apparently Virgin's doing this thing where I don't know if it's all the cruises, just so you know, I may have not have noticed any of the other ones, but definitely like the longer ones from what I understand, you can buy one, get one half off of anything Virgin logoed in the shop.
And we took advantage.
We did. I bought an amazing Rockstar shirt. I love it. It's so cool. Did you get that one too?
I got the same one.
Then Keller's got her Scarlet Lady shirt back. Because somehow, when we did laundry together years ago, I somehow ended up with both, and I honestly don't even know where it is. I have 2 Scarlet Lady shirts somewhere, and at this point, I could really have them, and they just keep,
rotating,
and I have no idea. I think it's the same one. Anyways, I've somehow stolen her Scarlet Lady shirt, so she ends up replacing it on this BOGO event. The BOGO
I was very
event
happy to get my shirt back.
Yeah. Which she very proudly presented to me at the airport. Look what I got. And I literally was like, how'd you get that back? She's like, I bought it. So, what else did you buy? So here's the crazy thing. This cup here was purchased on Valiant. While we were on Scarlet, they had the purple one of these. And I was dying because this guy, so follow me here if you don't know Virgin very well, this guy is actually Valiant. He's the Valiant, what's he called? Inky. He's the Valiant Inky because Valiant Inky has purple and Scarlet has red Inky, the original Inky. So it was funny that I bought this exact cup in purple on Scarlet. Did you buy it too?
I did.
You can't pass it up. Like when you see a cup like
and
this.
it has an octopus like on the back.
Does it?
It's got a tentacle.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
I haven't used it yet.
Check it
Clearly,
out.
it's still.
I haven't used it yet either, but we did wash it and put it away.
Oh,
so.
you did, yeah. No, mine's still in the suitcase. Doing well, nailing it. So, so that's what I bought. I bought the hat. I must have bought it for. Oh, my mother. My mother needed. What did she? No, those. Wait, shoot. What was my fourth item? Because I ended up buying those as a BOGO. I don't remember what my fourth item was. Got something somewhere, or I gave it away as I was walking by because the Italian stallions took over. I was handing out Virgin things as I walked away. Who knows? I would have given the hat away at that point. But anyways, it was a great deal. So look for that. See if they have that when you're on board. We hung out on the rocks, like I said. We did PJ party, which was super fun. We rolled into PJ party at God knows what time. I think we rolled in late because nobody was there.
Yeah, it was like.
What did we do?
I couldn't tell you.
There might be pictures.
Unless we were enjoying on the rocks and
I think we were
stayed
actually. I
there.
think you're right. I think that's what we did. Now that I think about it, but we did get changed for PJ party.
we did.
The Italian stallions are kicking in, man. Here, you should see these pictures. Oh yeah, we're definitely enjoying on the rocks at 11:28.
Oh, see, that's
Oh
why
no,
we were late.
we did the progressive PJ party.
Oh,
Tell the
that's
people about the
right.
progressive PJ party.
Yes,
This is what we did.
We did because I guess because of the weather, they decided not to have it outside, and so
I
they
actually have a picture of
had.
it.
Yeah, I don't remember the.
Here.
I lost it.
Oh no,
Shoot.
this was us. Oh my God, those are hysterical. Here it is.
So yeah, you start out at snacks and slippers in the social club, and then nightcaps and nighties at the roundabout, jams and jammies in the manor, and then paint by slumber in the grounds club. We missed that one.
Oh, we did miss that one.
We were having too much fun at
We
Jam and
did
Jammies.
have way too much fun at Jam and Jammies because Jam and Jammies had great music.
Yeah.
And we were living it up. We were living our best life. The hat actually made it back to the cabin, just so you know. And only the PJs made it to the PJ party. The hat actually disappeared. But we did do the progressive party. So there was karaoke at the Snacks and Slippers, remember?
Mm-hmm.
And then from karaoke, we went to the roundabout, which was another band, remember? So we were hanging out there with the band. And then from there, we went to regular PJ party, which was down in the manor. And it was, regular PJ party. But by the time I think we made it there was nobody left.
Yeah.
There was like 10 people left. But I'm really okay with that, gotta be honest.
Yeah, it wasn't so stuffy.
Yeah, I'm okay with it. But also, too, I do think that when you go on these cruises, when you go on these longer cruises and the ones that are, overseas, people did travel that day. So they probably didn't even make it to the PJ party. Like, it would be interesting to see what it looked like when it first opened. Had we not done the progressive PJ party, which we named it that. They didn't call it that, by the way. We named it that. So don't look for it. It's not a thing. We named it. It would be interesting to see what it actually was like when it first opened, because I do believe that the reason why when we got there, which we didn't get there like super late, it wasn't like 1 a.m, was it? I don't think it was.
No.
We didn't get there super late. I mean, I guess I could look on the times, but it would be interesting to see how many people went, because I think a lot of people did travel the night before and were just probably exhausted and just didn't make it.
Yeah,
would be my guess.
I mean, I think the same is true for all of the nightclub parties, the late night, because
Yeah.
I don't think a lot of people were out late on this cruise because
True that.
Everything. Well, I mean, we were gone most of the day
Yeah.
for every single port, and this was very port heavy.
Yeah,
we had
super
2
port
sea
heavy.
days and 10 days
Yeah.
of a cruise. So, yeah,
I thought we had 3. Do we have 3 and like, what do you mean, like 2.5? Because we had like a half at a sea day.
Oh, that's right, because
Yeah.
we
Maybe 2.5.
docked late.
Yeah.
We docked late twice. I
Twice,
think.
yeah, actually. We didn't have, really, I think we had 1 or 2 real sea days.
Two sea days.
Two
yeah.
real sea days?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we had 2 real sea days, and then the other days we docked like late on them. So one of them was Amsterdam. So the next day was technically a sea day, but we docked at 6.
Yeah.
And that was really cool because we went through locks. So that was the first time, and I shouldn't say locks, I should say lock. There was only one. So we came in and we had to wait for our time to go in, and we were actually, is that where we were late? Did they say, not that we were late, but they held us back? Shoot, I thought that they said, Or no, maybe that was just the time, but there was a time we were late. But we had a specific time we had to go through the lock. And during that time, we had signed up for the chocolate class. And so I was really bummed because I was like, dang it, I really wanted to see this. I've never been in a lock before. So if you don't know what a lock is, it's actually where a boat goes in. It's a river. It's on a river usually. It's where the river either changes depth or height of water, basically. I shouldn't say depth, changes height of water. And the way to do it is they put you in this lock and they either raise you up to meet the water on the other side or they lower you to meet the water on the other side, right? So you either get raised or lowered depending on which direction you're going. But the lock holds the water out on either side. So only one door opens at a time. Never both doors open because the water's different, heights on each side. Or depth. Water's different depths on each side. So anyways, so we go into this lock and you go in it and it literally looks like you can see yourself going in it and you're like, we're not fitting in that thing. But we did, sure enough. I mean, obviously we were going to fit in it. And then the lock is not massive there. So like I didn't feel us getting raised or lowered. I can't remember which way we went on the way in. I think it was lowered on the way in. We lowered going in. And I didn't feel it at all. I wanted to feel it, but I didn't. But we had to run back to chocolate. So we kind of missed it, but we kind of saw it. So it was really cool. It was really cool to see. And then sure enough, once we got through it, it was literally like being on a river cruise. I was like, oh my God, this is what it's like to be on a river cruise.
Yeah.
We need to do a river cruise. That's on our list. We're doing a river cruise. So yeah, it was really cool. Because then once you did that, you're literally on the river. And you're just seeing the Netherlands go by. Like it's, because it wasn't Amsterdam yet. But like it was really, really cool. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
It didn't take us long to get to Amsterdam. And we were early. And then we had to wait for the other boat to get out. Who was it? I can't remember who it was.
Oh, I don't remember.
We had to wait for them to leave. They hadn't left yet. And so we went down. We passed the port, actually. It made this big turn. And they left. And then we just slid in. And that was it. We got there early. We got there about an hour early.
Mm-hmm.
And then we had planned for the group, we had done a private canal boat tour in Amsterdam. And we had drinks and appetizers, and we just went around and they told us about the canal. What was funny, my original intent of when I booked this was to see the lights, the Amsterdam lights, right? Well, I totally wasn't thinking that the sun wasn't going to go down till 9 p.m. So I booked this like Amsterdam canal tour at 7:30. I don't know where my brain was, but it was perfectly light out the whole time.
It was amazing anyway. I mean, I don't think anybody was disappointed with it because we didn't see lights.
Yeah.
It was
good
fantastic.
to hear because I felt bad.
I think everyone said it was great.
I thought it was great too. I mean, it was unlimited drinks. It was beer and wine, really. Was it just beer and wine, right? It was beer and wine, but the drinks were great. The beer was great for those that drink beer because it was all local and good stuff. And then we had little charcuterie boards on each, and the boat was beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Freaking thing was huge. How it fit in those canals is crazy. But it was really cool. So they gave us a big, guide around there. So then once we left there, the plan was to go to the red light district. And I was like, we got to eat dinner because, cheese and crackers are not enough. And I don't know what Kelly did because we were in separate tables and whatnot. But when you lead a group, we tend to talk to them. So it's not like we're sitting down just eating and just enjoying ourselves. We're like mingling from table to table. So there wasn't very much eating involved on my side. Did I drink? Yes, there was definite drinking involved. But the eating didn't happen. So I was starving. So we ended up at this really cool restaurant right around the corner. I just had a flashback from your burger. So Kelly dropped a burger on the ground, which is why I'm giggling. That was just a silly thing. But anyways, the food was phenomenal. It was called Black and Blue.
It was good. Yeah.
Food was really good. It was called Black and Blue, and they have bottomless fries, so that was fun. So we ate there, and then after that, we all went and walked the red light district, and that was a time and a half, man. That was amazing. We had a good old time.
We did have a good time.
So I don't know how long it's been since you've been to red light district. I don't know if you've ever been to the red light district, but the way that it works is obviously it's red, right? So back in the day when I've been there, they didn't really tell you that you're in the red light district. You just happen upon it. But now there's actual big things in the road with red lights around it. And then there's red lights on the side. Like there's it is blaring that you're headed into the red light district and all spots that you enter probably. Cause I think we entered a couple times in different directions. So it is very clear that you're entering the red light district. Now, when you first start in it, depending on where your entry is into it, you could just be in a random street that's just like how we entered, which was just pubs and eateries and all the things. And there was nothing else happening. And we're like, geez, where do we need to go? Well, you eventually make it there because it just happens. All of a sudden you're like, bing, there's the red light district. So there's a lot of things that I wanted to do on the red light district. So I think people are going to feel bad after I say this, but I'm going to say it just because I've always been truthful on here, is that I do feel like I wish we could have done more, but we had a large group with us. There were many things that I wanted to do that we just didn't get to do because we had a large group with us, which is fine. I'm not complaining about it. I'm just saying that had we been by ourselves, I would have chosen different things. And I think the thought and the way that people kind of react to it, you're not sure how everyone feels about it. Now, everyone was at their free will. They could totally go if they wanted to go and if they were uncomfortable. But I felt like everyone was enjoying themselves and we were having a grand old time. Now, it was also the eve of Anthony's birthday, or it was Anthony's birthday? No, it was Eve.
Yeah,
Eve. Anthony's birthday Eve. So we decided to take that upon ourselves and enjoy ourselves a little more. So we may have had a little bit of too much fun, which is always good. So we walked the red light district. We'd go into bars. We had shots in bars. We stopped at things and looked at things, and there was a lot of things that we did. So I will say that we had the best time, but there are definitely things that I would like to go back because I felt like I missed them and I wanted to do them. And that's okay. Just need to go back at some point. But we had a really good time at the peep show. That was super fun. I had to get everyone coins because nobody had coins. It was a good time. We really enjoyed the peep show. Giggled like schoolgirls and had an amazing time there. So I do highly suggest the red light district. It was educational.
That's a word.
It was educational and exciting at the same time. So then we ended up walking back, which, by the way, it was very far from the port. I don't suggest it to people that don't normally walk or don't like walking. It was a very far walk. However, it was a beautiful night and it worked out for us. Yeah. And we were all feeling no pain, so it was good. So we walked back and made a stop along the way at a coffee shop. For those of you that know what that means, you understand what happened. We made a stop at the coffee shop, and then we got back on the boat, which was super cool, by the way. So if you've never done an overnight, we were actually overnight Amsterdam. So if you've never done an overnight, it was awesome. Like, what a cool feeling. This was our second time doing it. Second or third, because I think we had two on the one cruise. Yeah, we did have two. This is probably our third time doing it. It's so cool to walk, to just
not be in a hurry.
Yeah.
Go back at 11:30 p.m. If you want to go back out at 1, you can.
Yeah. We should have.
Yeah, you can.
Well, we rolled in at like 1, 2 o'clock or something. We rolled in pretty late. It was very late when we rolled in. And then we stayed up until, oh God, I don't even know what time, because we were doing more shots at On the Rocks. So the bar was actually open, strangely enough, at On the Rocks, but not for long once we got back there. So we all drank again, not all of us. Some of us went to bed. We all had another shot for Anthony's birthday. And then we were supposed to do, what were we supposed to do in the morning, Kellers?
Oh, we were going to go bike riding in the morning.
Yeah, we had done a Virgin excursion, a Virgin chore thing.
But we had to be up at like 8:50, or there at 8:15.
We had to be there at 8:15.
And we were still doing shots at 2 a.m. So we kind of called it.
We blamed it on Anthony's birthday.
Yeah, we kind of called it quits and
we did.
We're not doing that. Even though we were both looking forward to it.
Yeah.
It was one that we could have missed.
Yeah, that's okay. We'll bike through the windmills again someday. Do you know what I actually said? It was funny. I go, listen, we're going to go on a river cruise. They do this one all the time on a river cruise. This excursion's done on the river cruise. We'll do it again. I'm not going to worry about it. So we ended up skipping it, obviously. And it was funny. I did wake up because my mom ended up going on her walking tour through, oh gosh, where did she go? She went through near the windmills. So she went on her walking tour because she didn't stay out late with us. And she was like, are you going to get up? I was like, nah, we made a pact at 3 a.m. and On the Rocks. This wasn't something we were going to do. But then I started to get I have FOMO. Kelly and I both have it. I started to be like, oh my gosh, you're only in Amsterdam once. Maybe I should go. What's the matter with me? So I was like, I almost got up to do it, but you know, that 3 a.m. and all those drinks and the Italian no, I didn't have Italian stallions that night. The shots, I don't even know what we drank. Goodness gracious. The red light district shots did me in. So there was no going on bikes, but we had an amazing day anyways in Amsterdam. So what we did was we just kind of took our time waking up. Jean Lash left. She went on her walking tour and we did our own walking tour of Amsterdam. So we ended up, I said to Kelly and Anthony, because it was just 3 of us left, I said, I want to get stroopwafel because I absolutely love stroopwafels. And I wanted to get fries because the last time I was in Amsterdam, I did not do the fries and I was dying for some fries. So, or to try them, not like just fries in general. And then we were also we had already booked the pancake house, the upstairs pancake house. So if you've ever been to Amsterdam or you're going, do not miss the upstairs pancake house. I promise you this, you will not regret it. There's literally 4 tables there and you must book it. Was it 2 weeks ahead of time or 1 week?
It was 1.
1 week ahead of time, you can book your reservation. That's it. Because literally this lady answers the phone and she writes it down on paper. That's it. They don't do it online. You got to call Amsterdam. They write it down on a book on paper and that's it. And they don't take walk-ins anymore. They actually used to take walk-ins. Obviously we just learned this the other day. So we decided that we're going to go off for a walk. We end up walking by the stroopwafel place. It smells phenomenal. It wouldn't have been my first choice in stroopwafels. We were actually headed towards Rudy's, which is the best one, I will say. But we stopped there instead and it was fine. It was actually really good. It was called Nellie's. And the cool part about this place that I wish we would have known, because I would have moved us a little bit faster, and I think we would have done it, is they had a stroopwafel making class. Stroopwafel making class. Did I say that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can totally do that. Like stroopwafel making, like join it. And I saw 2 people down there doing it. So it's not like it's like this massive class where there's 50 people and you're just making stroopwafels. I think it could be like 2 to 3 people.
That's
so
cool.
That would have been a really fun thing to do that day. And instead of bike riding through the windmills, we could have made stroopwafels. So anyways, we ate them instead. So that's always fun too. And then we headed to very far away, by the way, Fable Friet, and I'm probably saying the Fable wrong, maybe. Fable, I don't know. It looks like Fable. It's very far from the ship. I mean, we walked, I don't know how far we walked. It was far. But it was a gorgeous day again.
Mm-hmm.
And we walked all the way, and Fable Friet had a line, and they also had people that monitored like where you were and how you stand there and how you can't stand here and eat them. You've got to leave. Like, it was the craziest thing on the planet. So we get in line and we order just one thing of fries because we were going to have pancakes. And so we ordered the 1 fries and they were phenomenal. We did the cheddar cheese with spicy sauce. Remember?
Mm-hmm. It was good. It was really good.
I'm still dreaming about these fries, okay? I was dreaming about the pancakes for the longest time, but now that I've had them a second time, don't get me wrong, still dreaming about them. But the fries, I'm really dreaming about. Like, I wish, and we said we wish we could have eaten more, but we knew we were going to have pancakes. And we also know that I don't just order one thing when I go someplace. I order all the things. So...
And I ordered none.
She ordered none.
The pancake house, because you ordered 2.
I ordered
Anthony
2.
had 1. I was like, I don't need to order 1 because they're big.
They're huge. The pancakes are huge at the pancake house. They're like massive. They're like the size of the plate. So I knew that, like, I went in and just got the 1 fry, but so they were known for 2 fries. So they did the truffle with the Parmesan, truffle oil and Parmesan, and then they did the cheddar cheese with the spicy, I want to say it was mayo. Don't you think it was mayo?
Yeah. So
good though. Oh my gosh, but we did not have the because I feel like you can get that anywhere.
Yeah,
truffle oil and the Parmesan. So we went with the cheddar and the spicy mayo, and it was so freaking good. Anyways, we left there, went to a bar because we were early for our pancake hausen. The upstairs pancake hausen. So we ended up in a bar and we had a drink for Anthony's birthday. And then we left there and went to the upstairs pancake hausen. But honestly, tell them about the upstairs because you were brand new there. So this was my second time. It was not shocking to me, but I'm sure Kelly was a bit shocked by it. Tell them why. Tell the people why you were shocked about the upstairs pancake house.
Well, first of all, it's upstairs. But the stairs are not normal stairs.
No.
It's almost like you're climbing a ladder on these tiny little steps. You can't walk this way. You kind of have to walk sideways.
It was awful.
Plus, I was carrying something, a bag, my jacket. I don't remember because on my way back down, I was like, I don't know how I'm getting out of here. I don't remember what I was holding.
No, because I had a bag. I had the Nellie's stroopwafel.
I don't remember what I was
Unless
holding.
you grabbed
But
that from me by accident.
I don't know. But walking back down the stairs, I was like, you have to walk sideways down the stairs. And it's low, so you also have to kind of duck to get out.
It was nuts.
And it's tiny. Like she said, there's 4 tables
There's
up there.
4 tables, yeah. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah,
Yeah,
4.
and they're small.
Yeah,
It's
they're just little
tiny.
kitchen tables, like little kitchen tables, and then it literally looks like your mom's kitchen. Like, no joke, that's what it looks like. And they cook it right there next to you. So they're cooking everything right next to you.
Yeah. It was phenomenal. I would go back there, but it's just odd little
Stairs.
Yeah.
So I went upstairs to check us in, there was a family that was up there and they had I was like, how did you get these strollers up here? I'm like, was there a pulley that I missed somewhere? Like, how did you people get these strollers up? They carried that stuff. I was like, I'm surprised they didn't die. Like a commercial, like they didn't go like a cartoon down the thing. But they had strollers up there and babies. I was like, this is not a stroller baby event.
No.
In any way, shape, or form. I don't even know that. I don't know. I think I'd leave the stroller down there and be like, listen, if you're here when I get back, it's going to be great. If you're not, it's been fun. That's all I got for you. Anyways. Yeah, but the food. So we end up going there. I ordered the salami and cheese, but it's Gouda, just so you know, but I'm saying it wrong because they don't say Gouda, but we do. And I got the chocolate sauce one. So I got a sweet and savory. I'm sorry, I got a savory and then I got a sweet. So I got both. And then Anthony got the bacon and brie.
Brie, yeah.
Yeah, he got bacon and brie and it was really good as well.
Yep, they were all good.
So don't miss that. Even if you're just going there, you don't have to go on a cruise there. If you're going, those are my 3 recommendations. Rudy's Stroopwafel, Abel Friet, and the Upstairs Pancake House. Hands down, don't miss those. There's also a cookie shop, and I can't think of the name of it. Staple. Write me if you want the name of it because it's really good. We walked by it. The line was a mile long and I had to go to the bathroom. So there was no waiting for it because I was trying to get back to the the cruise. I was like, I gotta pee. Anyways, so we walked back because Anthony was like, I gotta work off this food. It was a long walk, but it was smart that we did that. It was good.
Yeah.
It is a very long walk, but the port itself is in a really great location. I will say that, even though everything I'm telling you is far away, to get right into town is not far. And the train station's right there. You know, Uber will come to you, taxis will come to you, all the things will come to you. So it's all right there. And then that was it for Amsterdam. We literally got back on board like with a half hour to spare.
Yeah.
It wasn't much time. Yeah, because we left early from Amsterdam. So we docked at 6 o'clock the night before and then left at like 4. I think we had to be back on board.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
And then we went out again through the lock, which was cool. We watched that from Richard's rooftop, which is super fun. And then that night we ate at
The Wake.
The Wake. That's right. Did we eat Amsterdam night? No, that's not. We ate off the ship. So yeah, we ate at the Wake and that was an adventure. I gotta say, oh God, Virgin, forgive me. Well, okay. Maybe I'm not always the one saying the bad things. Let's see what Kelly has to say. Kelly, what did you think about the Wake?
I do think that when you're with a big group, because we did have a big group, it takes forever. And our reservation was late.
Our reservation was really late.
Yeah. And it was because we knew we were going to be out all day. You know, we wanted time to get back and unwind and everything. And it might have been the only one we could get at that time for that many people.
For the amount of people.
It was slow.
It was so
long.
slow. Our food was cold. It took forever. Like, we were like, I don't understand. Like, some days, and don't get me wrong, you know, it's almost like they were closing. Think of it at a restaurant when you're closing. Everyone's annoyed. But you always, you would think that way. If you're at a restaurant, it's closing, you want to hurry up and get done with. Get your ass out of here. We're done. But that's not what was happening. It was like, almost like he was like, it's the last table. I'm going to sit in the back and chat with, you know, whoever back here, Mike, you know, we're going to have a whole conversation. Like, it was so long.
Yeah.
And it was so obnoxious. I think we lost Anthony, didn't we, at some point? He left us.
I'm sure.
Yeah, because Anthony doesn't sit long. So he's like, I'm out. This is like the longest dinner of my life. So I think it was the longest dinner of all of our lives, honestly. But that's the thing. I mean, we literally closed the Wake. I don't think there was.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone was left when we left. Anyways, I don't remember what we did after that. Maybe I have pictures. Oh, it appears we went to the SIP and the 80s party. Yes, that's what we did. I don't know why I have a picture of a half-eaten salad on here. This is what happens. Okay, yeah, we went. Oh, that was when Anthony did his dance.
Oh, yes.
That was a good dance. But yeah, we went to the 80s party, which was super fun. Right?
Yes.
Okay. And then the next day was
Sea day.
Yeah, it was Sea Day. And what did we do? We played the slot tournament. Right?
We did. We played the slot tournament. We never win.
And lost miserably.
We never win, but
No.
we keep trying.
I know. But it's fun though. If you've never done the slot tournament, it takes no skill whatsoever. A lot of fun, a lot of screaming, a lot of yelling, $25, throw it down the drain. You might as well just throw it overboard. It's pretty much what's going to happen, but super fun.
Yeah, and I think the top prize of this one was like $900.
Yeah, because there's so many people. They give away a lot of money, so it's worth the $25, let's be honest. But we haven't won in forever. I did win, oh God, like years ago, like when Virgin, back in the day, I won one. You won one, right? I don't know if we actually won, because they do top 3. So I don't know if I actually won one or what. If I actually won it is what I'm trying to say, if I was just in the top 3. But I think we both have won one.
Yeah.
But yeah, since then, but that was like back in the day. Like I'm talking like, first year of sailing. Now all of a sudden they're like, Kelly and Smith won already. Screw them. They're not going to win. Check. No, they're not winners.
It used to be 3 minutes. Now it's only 2, which I kind of liked it being 2 because
Yeah.
it didn't feel so long.
Yes, because I'm telling you, your arm hurts afterwards.
It's like, it's a workout and you're sweating and
You're sweating because you're screaming and you're tense.
Yeah.
It's a hot mess. Super fun though.
Super fun.
Totally do it. So we did that, but then we also worked. Then we ended up working, right? That was our work day.
Yep.
And then that night we had dinner with our big group and we ate at Razzle Dazzle, but really Lucky Lotus. So it's actually Lucky Lotus at night. And we ate there.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a group menu and it was not good, if you ask me. Did you enjoy it? I did not enjoy it at all. Gonna be honest.
I honestly don't remember what I had.
We shared.
Oh, we did?
Yeah, we had half a dumpling. Do you remember?
Oh.
We had half a dumpling. Then we ordered the noodles without peanuts.
Oh, yeah.
We had the Szechuan hot noodles without peanuts. So they were spicy. And we both asked for no peanuts because we don't like nuts and things. And they did that for us, which was really sweet. But the noodles tasted funny. They made your mouth taste weird. Almost like you ever guys have that, what's the name of that drink with the flour?
The buzz button.
The buzz button. Do you ever have the buzz button? That's what our mouths felt like. Like it was very weird.
Yeah.
And
Must
so,
have
and
been
it
a
wasn't just
spice or
us.
something.
It was the rest of the table that were like, does your mouth feel weird? And that was it. I was done. I wouldn't eat any more of it. I had enough. I was like, cut me off. I'm not having weird mouth feelings. Like it's not happening. So then I had asked for many dumplings, and apparently many dumplings means one more. And so I was like, I am not having any more dumplings. So that was terrible because they only brought me the one more. And then my mom actually had the steak, but she had to go work. And so the steak was good.
Yeah, we all had a piece.
We all had a piece of it. The steak was actually good. It was a ribeye, though. Kelly and I don't normally like ribeyes, but it was actually really good. And then she did bring me out the noodles because I asked for the noodles. The noodles weren't on the group menu, and those weren't even that good. I just think the whole meal was just not good, and I feel bad about that. I hope everyone else liked it. I did not like it.
Well, another thing with bringing a big group, when we do have group dining, the menu is smaller.
Yeah.
They only give you like 3 choices.
All the appetizers.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think a lot of those people that were with us, that was their first time eating there because it's new to them.
Most people it's new to.
Yeah. So I don't know that they got the full experience.
So hopefully they went back.
Yeah.
We didn't ask them. We should have.
Yeah.
But we went back later in the week because we had nothing else planned, and so we just walked in. It was one of our Reykjavik nights because we overnighted in Reykjavik, and so we had nothing to eat, and so it was right there, and we were like, we're hungry, let's go here. And it actually was phenomenal, and they actually had specials,
yeah,
which was crazy, and they were good.
Yeah,
they had specials. So she was like, we have specials for tonight, and she showed us pictures. I was like, oh, I like pictures. I felt like it was in a Japanese restaurant. They're like, here's the plastic models of what you're going to eat. Pick one. she's like, here's the book of pictures. Here's this. Remember, we were all like, ooh, that looks good. So yeah, so there was pictures, which was nice, but there was specials, which was crazy. But that meal was great. That the second time, and it was all normal, and there was no Szechuan noodles eating. I think I'll never eat those again. Hopefully you all like them. Tell me if you felt the weird feeling in your mouth when you ate. And I don't even know. Are they called the Szechuan noodles? I don't even know what they're called. Hold on. Ugh. Now I got to look and see. Hold it. Oh, I did. Okay. Yeah, I was right. Szechuan hot and sour noodles. Pork, peanut, cilantro, chili, garlic sauce. And something in there, man. Making my mouth all tingly. Okay, so, after that, that was C-Day. Then we went to Bergen. And we had the funnest time in Bergen. So we had set up a Segway. So all of our excursions were through Virgin. All of our shore things were through Virgin. And we did the Segway, which was phenomenal. So we do this Segway tour, and it's funny. It's one of those things that you say to yourself, man, this happened a couple times, by the way. I say to myself, man, what was I thinking when I signed up for this? I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this Segway tour. Like, I've never been on I don't even think Segways existed anymore, but here they are in Bergen. So the spot was really close that we went to, and they give you a straight up tutorial on how to do it. And so thankfully they give you instructions, like you get one-on-one instructions before they let you loose with your Segway. So I get on mine and I stand on it, and he's like, stand still. I was like, I am. He's like, you keep falling. I'm standing still. And he's like, well, find your middle ground so you don't move. So the way that the Segway works is, like, if you lean far forward, it's going to go. If you lean too far back, it's going to go. So I literally just step on this thing, and he's like, stand still. And I'm like, okay, guy, give me a second. I got to get used to this freaking thing before I can figure out how to, like, hold it steady so it's not moving. So he's holding at the same time. He's like, ugh, like he's annoyed with me. So then he makes me go forward. So he goes, stand still again. And so I'm like standing still. He's like, ugh, close. Like, he's like annoyed with me. And I was like, how did I have to get this guy? How did I get the guy that's like annoyed? So then he's like, he puts you against the wall, and he's like, all right, get off the thing. So we get off. I get off it. He goes, all right, get back on. Now back up. I was like, back up? So I like go to back up. He's like, gotta look when you back up. He goes, but don't turn your hands, because then when you turn your hands, you start to turn as you back up. So we do this, and he's like, all right, you're fine. Go around the circle. So I was like, wow, I passed somehow. I don't know how. So Kelly says, did you tell me that when you saw that, when we get that guy, you're like, I'm not getting
yeah. No, I waited in line for the lady because there was a lady there, and I was like, oh, she looks a little more patient.
No, I had the nasty guy.
Yeah.
So keep going.
No,
Yours
but mine was fine. I mean, it takes a little getting used to.
Yeah.
You know, you do have to kind of balance yourself and not. I was afraid I was going to go flat on my face, but apparently it doesn't go forward, or down.
Yes, she's right. I thought it was going to go forward too, but it doesn't. She says that's what they tell you, but
no one fell forward, so we're going to go with that.
Yeah. If you're a Segway rider, maybe you can confirm that you really can't go forward.
Yeah, but they put you in like almost like a parking garage with like pillars, and you just go around in circles until you're comfortable enough to go outside.
Or they've taught everyone.
Yeah.
Like pretty much given everyone their lesson.
Yeah.
So then they start calling people. So we get all of us on Segways, all four of us on Segways, and we're going around in circles laughing and giggling and trying not to, knock each other over like weeble wobbles. And so we head out to this ramp. Now, mind you, when I was walking in, I was like, oh, damn, we're going to have to go down that ramp, because I already knew in my head, I'm like preparing myself to go down this ramp on a Segway. I'm brand new on it. And so they actually had practice on the Segway, on the ramp. So they would call out like 9 people, and they go, okay, let's go through the ramp. So our group gets called out, and he's like, all right, you first. And I was like, me? And he's like, yeah. So I go down, and they make you stop right in the middle of the ramp. So you stop right in the middle. Then he makes you go in a circle. So I go in a circle, and I go all the way in the circle. He goes, no, you're supposed to stop. Well, you didn't tell me that. So I went the whole circle way. And then he goes, all right, you need to back up and then come back down. So then you back up the ramp, and then you go down. But it was not easy. They did that on purpose because we did a lot of hills, like massive hills. So they kind of teach you how to do it. But it was fun, though.
It was fun. I would totally do that again.
Hands down. Totally do it again. So they took us fine as soon as we were all, instructioned up, we went I wanted knee pads and elbow pads. I was all sorts of stressed out, but it turned out to not be that bad. So we went straight into the city, and then they stopped and they just told us all about the city. But to make a long story short, I guess, on the Segway, we ended up going up this massive hill and getting a beautiful picture on top of the hill of the harbor of Bergen. And then, which I was petrified about because I told the guy, I was like, oh my God, we have to go back down because the hill was literally like this and there are cobblestone streets. And I was like, we're going down that hill. Like, I was like, I'm going to end up in the freaking harbor. Like, I'm going to be like floating in the harbor with my Segway drowning me, something like that. But we ended up going down the street that was like that San Francisco street where it literally switches back like an S. And we went down a street like that to get down the hill. And I could not have been more thankful for that street. It worked out perfect.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that was easy. I could totally do that. So we got down and then they took us to this ice bar. So much fun. I loved the ice bar.
Yeah, they give you giant parkas to wear and gloves, and then you go inside and everything is literally made of ice. And
Everything.
there's sculptures and there's benches and there's a bar, and it's
Was
all
the
made
bar
of
ice?
I think so. I have a picture of it. It looks like it, but I
Okay.
don't know how they must take the bottles down
Oh, yeah.
like a lot because I could imagine that would heat it up.
Yeah.
Right, sitting on top of the ice.
Yeah.
I don't know how they keep it so thick.
I got to see. I don't remember if the bar was ice. I can't remember it now. They wouldn't give us alcoholic drinks. So the bar did have alcoholic drinks. So and you can visit this ice bar without going on this tour. So I kind of wish we'd gone back. They would not give us alcoholic drinks. Rightfully so. They shouldn't have because
We were operating machinery.
Yeah, we were operating machinery and through people like at this point, the town, when we left there, the town was so busy that we were dodging people with these things. It was crazy. So we ended up getting a drink. It was not alcoholic, but it was really, really good and out of an ice cup, which was cool.
Yeah. Very cool. Did you see they had one in
I did see
Reykjavik?
that.
Yeah.
I did see that when we
Yeah.
were walking. Well, when I was walking around.
Yeah.
That was cool. I was like, oh man, we should have went to that.
Yeah.
We could have had an alcoholic drink there.
True.
Dang it. So there's one in Reykjavik if you ever go. And then after that, they took us through the town again. We were dodging people like crazy. And then back to the ship, basically, or back to where we started. And then we left from there and went back into the city because we were done about 2,
Yeah.
something like that.
True.
We went back into the city. We ate lunch at this place called Egron. Started with an E.
Sounds right. I think it's EGR.
And we know it's EG.
I don't know.
So we ate there. It was really good. There was actually the craziest thing that I thought about it was that there was candlelight, like true candlelight. I know it's crazy. That's not crazy spit. The people have candlelight. No, it was like the tapered candles with
Real
nothing
fire.
around it and
Real
candle.
fire.
Yeah. I was like, what the heck is this? I'm like, this is crazy. I was like, and it was on our table. And I was like, guys, don't reach over it. It's real fire. We don't know what that's like. We were eating by candlelight dinner. By the candlelight. No, it was really cool. I thought that was cool. And the other thing that they do in Europe, where we were, I don't remember all of Europe being like this, but you go up and order, and then they bring your food to you. Did I say that right? Bring your food to you. And that was like literally everywhere we went, I felt like.
Yeah.
So that I thought was strange, but also helps, there's no waiting for bar tab, there's waiting for tabs or
Splitting
checks. Like you're just ordering your stuff and going to sit down. So it was really interesting. But the food was phenomenal there, by the way. But we ate nothing that was Bergen-ish, just so you know. Like it literally was, I had a croissant sandwich, but it was still phenomenal. What did you eat? Same thing.
Yes, right? I did get
Yeah.
the same.
Nobody ate anything that was Bergen-ish, just so you know. Norway-ish. Where were we? Norway? Norwegian. Nobody ate anything there like that. But I mean, what is it? Shepherd's pie? I don't know. What do they eat there?
I don't know. Fish
So-
and chips.
Fish and chips.
Everyone eats fish and chips over there.
Everywhere we went, it was fish and chips. So yeah, I agree with you. So then we went back to we just shopped around and we stopped at a couple of pubs and then stopped at a bakery to have the very popular, almost like a croissant / cinnamon roll. I highly suggest it. So get it. It was delicious. Very soft, but very croissant cinnamon roll-ish. Had that and then went back to the ship.
Mm.
I don't remember what we did after that. Did we eat?
Maybe.
Did we eat?
Gunbay
This keeps
or pink
leaving me.
agave?
Baby. Yeah, it was Gunbay. Gunbay. It was super fun. Gunbay had all the same new things that we had. It's Valiant. And then we also did the ship show that night. Not ship show, the lulls.
Right. I do remember telling our server, we have plans for dinner after this
That's
dinner,
right.
so please make it fast. We don't need, everyone was seasoned Gunbay people. We had no new people at our table, so we didn't need a whole big presentation show. We just said, we just want to eat and be out.
Yeah. You know what's so funny? I just came across the name of the excursion that we did. It was called Explore Bergen and Ice Sculptures by Segway. So it leads you to believe you're going to like this ice sculpture.
Like you're going to segue through.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, that's what I thought too until I heard we were going to this ice
bar. And I
I'm
was like, an ice bar? That's a little bit different than ice sculptures. And I actually thought, like, knowing Virgin, I was like, oh, someone's going to show us how to do an ice sculpture. Like, I thought we were going to get a demonstration, right? That is not what we got at all. We got a drink in the freezing cold in an ice bar.
Definitely read the excursions because
that was learned this week.
Yeah, we thought we were doing some things and some things were a little not.
Yep.
The description doesn't match the title, so make sure you read the whole description.
Yes, that is true. So the next place that we went the next night was, actually, we can talk about Lulz. So Lulz is actually on Scarlet and not Valiant, but on Resilient. Do we know?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. I think it's just
no,
on
because another Rose is there.
Scarlet.
That would be the
Yeah.
dinner.
So Lulz is the comedy club dinner, and we had seen the comedy gentleman during the day, one of our C days, the comedian during our C day, because we didn't really have anything going on. I think we were like, we need something to do. So we went and saw the comedian that day. He was funny. I mean, like there wasn't tears coming down my eyes, but he was funny. And so we were like, okay, that was entertaining. And so then we go to this Lulz, and he did the same bit.
Yeah, it was quite disappointing.
I don't know what to say.
And the first time we saw the show, which was, I don't know, a year ago or so,
Yeah.
they had 3 comedians. They also had a host.
A host, yeah. It was really, I thought that was good.
Yeah, so this time, I mean, things have changed, obviously, all around, I feel like. But they only had 2 comedians this time, no host, and we saw this show already. The second half of the show we saw. So, and we had already eaten, so it wasn't like we were there for dinner. So it was kind of like, eh.
It was a bit disappointing because we were like, you couldn't have come up with something else?
Yeah.
Come on, guy. If you've been doing this for a while, you got to be able to have some other material. Something. So there was, literally nothing new in there other than because he talked to people, he talked to new people. So that was like really the only new stuff that was in there. So we actually got to know a comedian on board a couple of years ago and absolutely, became good friends with him. And we were on a sailing where the whole thing was changed because of a hurricane. So we got, moved around and all kinds of stuff. So with that being said, they said to him, you need to do a Red Room show. And he was like, what? And they're like, yep, you're going on like tomorrow or or maybe even later today. I can't remember how much notice they gave him, but they gave him like minimal notice. He's like, crap. So in his head, he was like, I got to come up with all kinds of new material or dig up some old material or something. Well, he did because we had seen him a couple times, obviously because we'd become friends with him. So we went and saw 2 of his shows. We saw the Red Room one and we saw the regular one, and he did a whole new material. Now, don't get me wrong. There was bits and pieces of the other one. So it wasn't completely new, but like it was completely new in the sense of what this guy did versus what he did. So I just think that it was lazy of him, and I don't like to use the word lazy, but it was pretty lazy of him to not do, and he knew what he was going to do. So I'm sure he knew that was coming on. That was not new to him. It wasn't like it was thrown on our friend Leonard, because it was definitely thrown on our friend Leonard's plate because of the fact that we were rerouted and whatnot, and they needed different programming. But he probably always knew he was going to do this Red Room and the Lulz show. And still, they were both the same. So, and I would say that, and I also, this is hard for me as a performer to knock any other performer because I feel bad about it. But I would also say that neither one of them were like the greatest.
Yeah.
And I feel bad saying that because it's really hard to be a comedian nowadays. I think because everyone's so sensitive, it's hard to actually make people laugh without offending somebody else. So it's like, how far do you go? What can you say? What can't you say?
Yeah.
So and it was funny. He did say one of the things he couldn't say. He did sign something in some Virgin contract. I'm sure he has a Virgin contract, but he said and how true this is, I don't know. But he was like, I can't say that. I can't talk about that. I signed that in my contract. So it was funny. We were like, oh gosh. So anyways, that was our Lowell's experience. Wow, we had no idea how long this podcast was going to be. So we broke it into 3 different parts. So I'm going to leave you right here on the edge of your seats in this part 1, because part 2 is next week. So I'll leave you with our favorite phrase because you have to end it the right way every time, which is you float our boat. And we'll see you next week for part 2.